Deb. I did a video on heaters for biOrbs, and the one heater I didn't show was the biOrb intelligent heater, because at the time, and it was absolutely correct, biOrb had stopped actually producing that heater. They've decided to re-release it, so you can get the intelligent heater again. So I thought, to make up for the fact that I never covered this in that video, I'm going to talk about this heater. I will talk about the cost of these, and they're not cheap. And I had to buy this. I don't get free things from biOrb or anybody else, so it is mine. And I have, this is my fifth one of these. Okay, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to get it out of the box and show you exactly what it is, and you can have a think about whether it's something you want. It's got a very nice opening on this box. Impressive, eh? Right. So yeah. So let's get it. Let's just get this product out of the box. It's fairly straightforward, but it's quite a clever heater actually. It consists of two parts, which I will talk about. That is the heater there. Looks like this, like that. That's the cable, and we'll talk about that. And then the other part of it is basically this part here, which is quite bulky actually, compared to any other sort of type of heater. And the reason for that, I will describe why it is like it is. So you get a manual, and you also get another piece of perspex, sort of plastic as well. So okay, right. So this is the biOrb intelligent heater. As I said, they have re-released this now, so it is available, but it's only available from a very limited number of shops. So I put on the description, I'll put a link to where you can definitely get it at the moment. Okay, so let's talk about the heater then. So this is the biOrb intelligent heater. It's a 50-watt heater. It's actually designed for all their tanks as well. So any tank above 15 sort of litres, so the smallest one as well. So that's what it looks like, and this is a preset heater. Okay, so this heater's set at 24.5. It's got an accuracy of 0.5, so it will always maintain a temperature in your tank of between 24 and 25 degrees. So absolutely perfect sort of temperature for most aquarium tropical fish. They don't exactly say why they call it intelligent, but I think you can guess why it's intelligent. I think the first thing is that it contains a sensor inside here, inside this component here, that senses the water, or scans the water if you like, around about 3,000 times a minute. Yes, 3,000 times a minute. It scans the water to check the temperature, and then it will adjust the temperature if there's a slight variation. So within that accuracy of 0.5, it will keep scanning and adjusting the temperature. Why is it intelligent in another way? It's because unlike nearly every other heater for an aquarium, which are all about sort of 240 volts, this is only 12 volts. So it is a very low electricity supply. And the reason for this, and the size of that, is because this is a transformer. So it takes the 240 volts from your mains, and then it feeds this at only 12 volts. So the cost of running this must be in the pence. You know, we're not talking major costs for running this. And the way electricity bills are going up, I think it's something that you should take into consideration of having one of these on all day, every day. It also has an automatic cut-off, another thing that a lot of heaters don't have. So as soon as this is taken out of water, as soon as it's not immersed, it will automatically switch off. If for some reason the water got really low and you actually had this mounted further up, it would just switch off. It's also not made of glass as well. A lot of heaters are made of glass. This is polycarbonate, so it is a very, very strong sort of product. As I said, it's not glass, so you don't get those issues that you do get with some heaters. Horror stories of them exploding and a range of things, or because they're quite easy to break. When you're lifting your ornaments in and out, there's always a risk that you might actually break the glass of the heater. I think it's just worth showing you this compared to, if you like, the standard biOrb heater. This is their 50 watt. That's the intelligent 50 watt. This is adjustable. As I said, that one's preset. I mean, the big difference to me is the difference in the cable size, because this is only running on 12 volts. This is running on 240 volts. So you've got this very obvious sort of cable that you simply don't really have. I mean, I've got one in here, and I've also got one in there. They are quite discreet. So I suppose, what are the selling points of this? Well, to me, simply because I just don't like heaters the way they're so obvious in an aquarium. I just wish you could hide them, and really this is the nearest you can get, in my view, to being able to hide a heater. Because the cable is so fine, and also this can be put anywhere in the aquarium. You can literally just dump it in the aquarium. It goes on the bottom, at the back, wherever you want. There is a mount that plugs into here, so you can actually put it onto the wall of the aquarium if you want, but I think generally the idea is that you just throw it in the aquarium at the back and then you forget about it. Another good selling point is it's also got a 2-year guarantee. A lot of products have a year guarantee. This has a 2-year guarantee on it as well, which is quite reassuring. So as I said, it consists of 2 main parts. The first is the heater, which is this part. It's got a lot of sort of gadgetry inside the back here, and then it's got the transformer that just goes on the ground. Now, because this is a re-release, this is a product of the old-style biOrbs. And what used to happen was you used to plug all your lights and everything in here, and it would all operate off this supply, but now they've changed the electricity supply, and everything is the normal sort of white plug-ins, and you plug into those. So really, unless you've got one of the old types of fittings, which is either a 2-pin or a 3-pin, they won't work, or you won't be able to plug them into this. If you have got those, yes, you'll be able to plug them all into here and run it all off this single transformer. Another thing I quite like about them, they're so discreet, you could argue it's a bit irrelevant really, but you can actually change the colour of them. So this is black, you can change it to white if you want. So there you go, so now you've got a white one. Arguably, you can take that off as well, and you can have a clear one. It looks like this. So you have got the option. As I said, it doesn't. I think I always tend to use white, but it doesn't really make much difference because they're so easy to hide. You won't really see them that much, to be honest. Anyway, when you put this into the water and you switch it on, it has 2 lighting systems on here. So when it's switched on, you'll get a constant green LED light that you'll see in the aquarium. So that's what the green light's for. But then it's got another light, which is a red light. And this is personally, I think it's a bit gimmicky, but because it's not something I do, but it allows the heater to tell you what the temperature is in the tank. And the way it does that is it has a series of flashes. It either has long flashes or short flashes. A long flash of red equals 10 degrees. And a short flash equals 1 degree. So if your tank was, say, 24 degrees, you'd get 2 long flashes, in other words 20, and then you'd get 4 short flashes. And from that, it's telling you that it is reading 24 degrees within your tank. Now, as I said, it is a bit gimmicky. I sort of ignore it. I'm sure when you first get it, you think, oh, I'm going to count the flashes, but after a while, it starts to. If I want to test the temperature of my tank, I just test the temperature of my tank. So this one is in here. There you go. 24.5. So this has got one of these heaters in, and that's the temperature in my tank. And this is a 60 litre. So it does a very good job of maintaining the temperature. I have heard of slight variations in terms of that temperature, but to be honest, they're all within the sort of the tropical fish range anyway. So it's a bit irrelevant. But 24.5 is sort of their sweet spot, if you like. If I was a designer for these, I think I would. I don't think I'd bother with the temperature sort of flashing scenario. I'd rather have an alarm system on a heater, which you can't really get. But you know, if your temperature dropped above or went above or went below a certain sort of level, it would be really great to have something that actually sets an alarm off so that you're alerted to it. Is my view. So I left costs till last, and the cost of these, they are quite a lot of money. You've got to weigh up whether you really like. To me, they're worth it because I really just do not like the appearance of heaters. But these are around about £80. Yeah, £80, which compared to a lot of heaters, probably sort of double, more than double, depending on which sort of product you're looking at. So they're not cheap. There is a very limited number of shops or retail outlets that you can actually get them from. So I will put a link into to where I got this from, and if you're interested in buying one, so you can have a look at it. So there you go. So the intelligent heater is now back for sale. That's what it looks like, and I'll leave it to you to decide whether you want one. All right, take care. Bye bye.